the fighters today are making the money that they're making in the sport of boxing because of a lot of the sacrifice that I made in the sport. And I'm happy that these young fighters are getting the payday.
Floyd Mayweather was finally open enough to talk about his detainment in Dubai and how things went with him over there. Surprisingly, it wasn't what many boxing fans had believed, as he made some very shocking claims after his long silence.
Tell them show where you at. You owe them people over in Dubai that money. Tell them get on live right now. And he owe people in Saudi Arabia money too. Broke that. Out here scamming.
And how the Fed blocked his bank accounts. As many might be wondering, Floyd Mayweather is no longer in Dubai, as he has been seen attending some occasions in the United States in the last 3 weeks. This was after there were several videos showing the former world champion at a female basketball game. Well, the news of his detainment was confirmed when Rick Glazer reinforced Von Davis's claims regarding Floyd Mayweather's detainment. And now that our ears have been filled with news that wasn't completely certain from Davis and Rick Glazer, we finally get to hear from the man himself, Floyd Mayweather Jr., who made this revelation while he is reportedly preparing an upcoming exhibition fight against Victor Ortiz, according to ESPN. Salvador Rodriguez's bout will take place on August 24th at Plaza de Toros, Mexico in Mexico City, which is the largest bull ring in the world.
Louis, Mercedes, we need to take our money and invest in real estate so that we can live that same great life when our careers are over.
I believe his contract is coming to an end, so hopefully we can come together and I can take him to the level that he needs and make the fights happen that he wants on the show. Floyd Mayweather was asked about his thoughts after Roy Jones Jr. claimed he deserved to be called the best ever TB more than anyone else responding. He said, well, everybody. For starters, everybody's entitled to their own opinion, and I'm glad Roy Jones feels that way about himself. Every fighter who gave the sport of boxing their whole life and sacrificed a lot inside that squared circle should feel that way. So if he feels that way, more power to him. I have one fight, and the fight was at a catchweight, but it wasn't my idea. Anyone can go online and pull this up. It was an article. So with Canelo at one time, I believe Canelo thought I was scared of him and that I was afraid. So he said Floyd doesn't want to fight me. I'm willing to meet him at 52 or 1522, and me. I called his bluff and said if you want to do it, let's do it at 152 or 1522. But after Canelo made the weight, it wasn't like it was a certain clause where he couldn't gain weight. He weighed 152 or 152 and 2. I think he came in at 168 or close to 170, but I came in at 151 or 2. But Roy Jones is one hell of a fighter. He's done a lot for the sport of boxing, and I'm absolutely proud of Roy Jones. Floyd Mayweather's comments on Tank Davis were really long overdue, as his retort had been expected for weeks. The former promoter-boxer duo has been embroiled in a feud on social media after Davis alleged Floyd took a sly dig at him while speaking about boxers opting to spend their money instead of investing it amid a flurry of words and shade thrown back and forth about Davis's appearance in Cigar Talk after his face-off against Frank Martin yesterday unraveled their feud while announcing the bigger deal and speaking to Davis. Najee from Cigar Talk broached the feud with Mayweather, which prompted a profound response from the Baltimore native. A lot of people don't know what Floyd does. He was going at me, and I knew for sure he was going at me. That's why I went to him. There's no reason for me to go to Floyd, said Davis, referring to Mayweather's initial comment. That's why I went to him. When Najee pointed out that over the years, Davis and Floyd's dynamic seemed like a love-hate relationship, Davis completely denied it while claiming he had surpassed Floyd's legacy. I'm about at that point where I have passed him, and I am doing it at a young age, said Tank. However, Davis wasn't done proving his point as he elaborated, revealing a new deal he had signed, according to several reports. Mayweather's deal with Showtime in 2013 was worth $200 million. That deal I'm talking about, he doesn't know about that yet, and that's bigger than his deal. said the lightweight champion. However, Davis did not reveal the amount of the mega deal he signed with PBC. On the other hand, Floyd Mayweather bought his way out of the top rank by paying them $750,000 to end the contract and went on to promote his own fights, raking in millions over the years. Sadly, it's widely believed that the major reason Floyd Mayweather is returning to the ring in 2 months is for financial reasons after his recent crisis in Dubai. However, his fans are vehemently against that, claiming he's been having his exhibition fights for a while and it's just normal. In 2018, he stopped Japanese kickboxer Tenshin Nasukawa. Boxing's biggest star knocked down Japanese kickboxing sensation Tenshukawa 3 times before their scheduled 3-round boxing exhibition was stopped in the first round by American referee Kenny Biss in Sasaima, Japan. The 41-year-old Mayweather, well aware, tried to fire back at Mayweather, who covered up, took Nasukawa punches on his gloves, and dropped his smaller, younger opponent for the second time with a right hook at the 115 in the first round. Nasukawa's head snapped back violently, and he fell flat on his back. Nasukawa still managed to get up again. Mayweather, more aggressive than usual, pounced on his vulnerable opponent. The undefeated 5-division champion caught Nasukawa with a right hand to the top of his head, sending a stumbling Nasukawa to the canvas for the 3rd time. Once Nasukawa hit the canvas that 3rd time with 48 seconds to go in the first round, his trainer threw in the towel and entered the ring, then waved an end to the exhibition. Before the exhibition, Mayweather hadn't fought since he stopped UFC superstar Conor McGregor in the 10th round of their scheduled 12-round 154-pound boxing match 16 months ago at T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, and afterwards he faced Logan Paul in his biggest exhibition match to date, and then Don Moore, both in non-scored contests. Legend then beat another Japanese opponent in Makuru, Asakura, before defeating Dai Olatunji in Dubai. He also took on former MMA fighter Aaron Chalmers and hasn't fought since his chaotic clash against John Gotti, the 3rd of which ended in a mass brawl.
And the fight wasn't actually at a catch weight. It was at a catch weight, but it wasn't my idea. So at one particular time, you guys can, anybody, you can go online and pull this up. It was an article. So with
5-division world champion Floyd Mayweather and John Gotti III ended in an ugly brawl between the fighters in their camps. The contest was scheduled for 8 2-minute rounds because the fight was sanctioned as an exhibition. No official winner was announced, and no judges have been assigned to score the fight since retiring. Mayweather has taken part in numerous exhibition fights. The most high-profile exhibition fight to date was a clash with social media star Logan Paul in 2021. 30-year-old Gotti, the grandson of organized crime icon John Gotti, turned professional in boxing just a year before the fight. He also held a 5-year record in mixed martial arts before the contest began. There was a loud Gotti chant from the crowd. There was a big delay before the start of the first round because there was a mob of people in Mayweather's corner that security and others had to clear out once the first round started. Mayweather was toying with Gotti and began to unload with punches from the start. Gotti was pinned against the ropes, covering up, and not throwing much of anything in return. It was a complete mismatch with Mayweather. Landing whatever he wanted from all angles, Mayweather was dancing, trash-talking, and having fun in the ring. In the second round, Mayweather was picking his spots with punches to the head and body. Gotti actually threw a few shots, but they were too slow and hit the air. The 3rd round saw Mayweather come out in a shell and dare Gotti to bring the fight to him. Gotti refused to take the bait. He tried to throw more punches, but not much landed. Mayweather continued to tag his body with hooks and then came back upstairs. Gotti was too slow with his punches to connect in the 4th. Mayweather pinned him against the ropes and began to unload with shots to the head and body. Gotti tried trash-talking and got popped in the face for his trouble in the 5th. There wasn't much of anything from either guy, as Mayweather was taking his time and picking his shots before the start of the 6th referee. Kenny Biss warned both men for their continued trash-talking and antics in the ring and warned that he would stop the fight if they continued to ignore him. Biss had warned them several times about their trading of obscenities during the bout. Once the round began, they continued to trash-talk and use rough tactics, so Biss had finally seen enough and waved off the fight. Once the fight was waved off, Gotti lost it and went after Mayweather, and they began to brawl. Both camps stormed, punches were thrown by both sides, and there was an ugly mob scene that lasted for some time as the entire ring was filled with bodies. Even after Gotti and Mayweather were escorted out of the ring, fights erupted inside the ring between both camps, and the craziness continued outside of the ring. A member of Mayweather's team got on the mic and pleaded with those in attendance to safely leave the venue without further violence, despite retiring from the sport in 2017. Mayweather has returned time and again to the ring, and his fans have generally supported him in these exhibition fights. He's set to return once more as he takes on Victor Ortiz in an exhibition rematch. That's all for now. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Until next time.